Welcome. This is an introduction to the all-in-one layout that we are now officially using for trading our financial instruments. Okay, what's the layout composed of? For one thing, we always will trade on the lot chart, not the hot chart. So let's bring up our lot charts. Let me save this off. So here's our lot chart, and one thing we will do is introduce you to these new lines. We trade on the lots again as our main chart, and the lines that we added from the regular lots are just two lines. The first line we added is this dotted blue line and red line, the dotted blue and red line. That's JERK-VLOT, jerk of the very low order time frame. And on the ES, our very low order time frame is 300 ticks per bar. Our lot is 5,000 ticks per bar. So before a new bar gets drawn, 5,000 trades need to happen on our lot before another bar gets drawn. While on the V-lot, 3,000 trades need to happen before the next bar gets drawn, and then another 3,000 trade before the next bar gets drawn, so forth, so on. So one of the lines we pulled in is the jerk of the V-lot. The other line we pulled in is this dashed blue line, blue and red line, and that's the jerk of the hot. The high order time frame for the ES is set at 13,000 ticks. 13,000 trades need to happen before the next bar gets drawn. So it's really very long term, very high order. So that's a high order time frame. But we trade off of the lot. So what other lines do we have? Well, we also have the normal lot lines, the prime, which is the solid pink and red, the alpha in of the lot, which is the dotted pink and red, as well as the jerk of the lot, which is the solid blue and red. So 4 lines. The fastest line are the alpha in and the jerk of the V-lot, the jerk V-lot. The dotted lines are the fastest lines. The next fastest is the solid pink and red. And the slowest is the blue, solid blue and red, and even more slow is the dashed blue and red. The dashed blue and red is the slowest line on the lot chart because it's the jerk of the hot, pulled in from the hot time frame, high order time frame. So the trading plan is essentially very simple. If the dotted lines cross through the zero and all your lines have the same up color, like in this case, same up color as the A in line crossed through the zero, by all means take a long. And you would stay in that long until one of these dotted lines cross back down through the zero, whether the A in line or the jerk V-lot. Or you could wait for the jerk V-lot to cross through the zero as even more long term. Well, let's take example this downtrend here. This downtrend occurred when both dotted lines crossed down through the zero with the prime. Go ahead and take that short. And you would exit this short as one of these dotted lines approaches the danger zone, the opposite direction. So we would exit along this bar somewhere. Or better yet, we'd probably exit once we notice that all the lines have turned up color. Or better yet, exit as the jerk V-lot turned up color. But everything has got to be coordinated. This is a bit, yeah, this is a fine exit. We can exit here. Actually, that's probably the better exit. So you will refine your exit criteria, and generally what happened here is we have various crossings of the lines, so yeah, prime place to exit. Let's take another example. Let's look at this in bigger here. Here's an uptrend. And how did this uptrend begin? Well, you had one crossing, but you have a red jerk of hot, red jerk hot, so you wouldn't take that. You'd wait until you have another crossing of the alpha in through the zero. Everybody is in your direction, everybody has the same color, and the alpha in bounced off the zero, so yeah, here you'd take the long. And we'd stay in that long till here, where both alpha ins have gone into the danger zone and is going down. And we know that this is a continued long because the jerk hot continues to step up. So as this is going down, we could have said, okay, we're just going to stay in here and not exit because the jerk hot is still stepping up. So we wouldn't exit, we would stay in, and we would still stay in, we would still stay in, we would still stay in until everybody, all the jerks, turn red in color right here as both dotted lines go down through the zero, and that's where we would exit. So we've simplified the entry. We enter as the jerk of VLOT crosses up through the zero with all the lines having the same up color, and then we don't exit until all the jerks have turned red as the jerk VLOT and alpha in crosses down the opposite direction. And we would have captured all this run from here to here. And what would that have been? Let's look at it. Probably would be here, and probably would be here. That's $275 on one contract, so that's pretty decent. Let's take another example. Both lines with the prime crossing down through the zero. Yeah, go ahead and take that short because everybody is of the same down color as the prime and the two dotted lines cross down through the zero. When would you exit? When everybody crosses each other right here. I'd go exit. Or wait until the jerk VLOT turns the up color, and then go exit. Another example. Alpha in crosses up through the zero. Jerk hot is already above the zero, so we can only take long since jerk hot is already above the zero. So everybody's the same up color, so yeah, we go take a long. Well, not everybody, because jerk hot is still down color at this point in time. So technically, we wouldn't take a long until prime has, this jerk of the lot has crossed through the zero right about here. That's probably where we would take that long. But I'd chance it here because we know that everything is flattened out on the jerk hot, and when we say jerk hot is flat, yeah, the only thing above the zero, the only thing we can do is go take a long because that's going to be a continued trend. And we would not exit. We would not exit until everybody turned the down color right here. That I'd take profit there. And then I would get in again. When would I get in? As soon as we have everybody up color and the jerk vol goes up through the zero. But is it worth it? No, it's not worth it because you have large separation. The alpha in would take a longer time to go across through the zero, so you know you're going to have sideways movement because of the large separation between the alpha in and the jerk VLOT. So no, they're not together. You wouldn't go take a long. And why wouldn't you take a short here? Is because you've got flatness on the jerk hot going across, and we know that the jerk hot is above the zero. It's a continued up, so we won't take shorts. Now we look at this one. The dotted lines are closer together. As JERK-VLOT crosses through the zero, yeah, by all means, go take a position. And we wouldn't exit as JERK-VLOT keeps going down through the zero. Why would we not exit? It's because we notice that jerk hot, even though it changes color, is essentially flat going sideways, so continued trend. As well as the jerk of the lot is just going up and down, up and down, up and down, essentially going sideways too, so therefore continued trend. As well as the prime and the alpha in is basically oscillating within the danger zone, so that means continued trend. So we wouldn't exit. We wouldn't exit. We wouldn't exit. We wouldn't exit until the V hot and the jerk. I'm sorry. We wouldn't exit until the jerk hot and the jerk lot turn the same color and go sharply down, as both lines and the prime go through the zero together. So that's strong. We would take that short, but we would stay in during this time. And how much would we have gained if we'd stayed in during this time? We would have gained another $260 on one contract. Let's take another example. These have been uptrends, so let's go find a downtrend that we can take an example of. So here's a downtrend example. What's happening here? So what we see are the two dotted lines go down through the zero as prime goes through the zero, and pretty much everybody down color, yeah, go take that short. And we stay in that short pretty much even though alpha in crosses back up through the zero. Because of jerk hot stepping down and being down color, we won't exit. So we stay in that short, until pretty much everybody turns the up color, all the jerks. Well, except for the jerk hot, doesn't turn up color until some time. But right about here, you've got a nice V. You have a nice V here too, but you just crossed through, jerk hot just crossed through the zero, so you wouldn't exit there. Plus you have separation. Well, no, you didn't. You had togetherness. Here you have separation, so yeah, that's okay. I would exit because of the sharpness of the turn of the jerk lot, sharpness of the turn of the JERK-VLOT, color change on prime and alpha in. Yep, go take profit. Another short. Here it is. Again, the same scenario. Both dotted lines close together as prime goes down through the zero. Yep, go take that short. Exit when right here. This is where you would exit as JERK-VLOT crosses up through a down jerk, a down-going jerk. Or you could stay in this until the alpha in crosses the jerk lot right here. And that's where you would get out, right there. Another short, a bounce off the JERK-VLOT, bounced off the zero, and you wouldn't get out until everybody changes, at least the lot, the jerk lot and the JERK-VLOT both change color at the same time with the prime and the alpha in of the lot. Yeah, go ahead and take profit. Look again, another example. We're too far back. Everything is essentially flat, so this is not going to be an accurate historical, although it does still work. Right here, even though it's flattish, everybody goes through the zero at the same time. You go ahead and take that short, and get out as these lines cross, the dotted line cross through prime. Yeah, just plain get out. Or you could stay in there until both JERK-VLOT and JERK-VLOT turn the up color. Yeah, they turned up color here too, so you'd get out right over here too. So that's it. Essentially, that's how you would trade using this layout. This you wouldn't take because of the separation between the dotted lines. You wouldn't take that short. Plus, you couldn't take a short. The jerk hot is above the zero flat, so you could only take longs. So this one you could possibly take for the long. Then nothing here because it's just a continuation ever so flat until the short down here that happens. But that's not very exciting either because no, it's valid. Jerk hot has crossed into the mids, so you could take that short. So that's it. That's the all-in-one layout as requested by Brian of Chicago, because he says, can't you make it simpler? Okay, we've made it simpler. So once again, the only thing we trade on the lot, and there are two lines that we pull in. One of the lines is the jerk of the V-lot, which is the dotted blue and red, and the other line that we pulled in is the dashed line, the dashed blue and red, which is the jerk of the hot. And all three jerks of the various time frames are here, and we only use the alpha in of the lot and the prime of the lot. That's it to coordinate everything else. Many blessings to you. You'll find this layout very exciting and easy to use. Take care.